everybody, this is Justin Armstead. I took a poll today to see how many people would want to see me do a update on the Jussie Smollett story that has been trending worldwide, and it's sad. It really is. It's really sad to see what has happened to a LGBT slash African American big star on Fox TV. If you guys have not known Jussie Smollett, he is a star on Empire, and he plays Jamal. One of the great characters on Empire. Let me just say that right now. I'm a huge Jussie Smollett fan, and but the incident that occurred with him is very heartbreaking, very disturbing to hear that he planned his own hate crime attack. So the city of Chicago, where he's from, he staged his own hate crime by having paying two brothers $3,500 to make it seem like a big scene and a big hate crime attack on the LGBT and African American community. He even wrote down for the brothers to say MAGA country. He even paid for a noose to be put around his neck. And I find that very disturbing and heartbreaking. And it was getting towards the Black History Month. And you want to bring a noose into the situation that people in slavery times and back in the 50s and 60s by the Ku Klux Klan was lynched. We want to bring that back? Hell no, we don't want to bring that back. And I found what he said was disturbing and heartbreaking. Because what about those people that will come forward that is having a hate crime attack? A real one. And the police won't believe them. It will take proof. It will take evidence. It will take a lot of effort to claim it a hate crime. Now, since Jussie has hired brothers to attack him, paying $3,500 to the brothers to form out this attack that really never happened. And it was an attack on the African American community. It was an attack on the LGBT community. And it's sad and heartbreaking. Because would you want to do this? And I also believe if it was me or you that's watching this video, if it was one of us, we would not be getting out on $100,000 bail. We would be sitting our ass in prison right now, facing the crime of filing a fake police report and lying about it. That's where our butts would be. Our butts would be still in jail or still in prison. That's where it would be. And it's very sad and heartbreaking to see that. For a former star, well, not a former star, but a star that has been on TV, that has... Hold on a minute, guys. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. I had to let my cat out. But that's the way I see it. A big name star such as Jussie Smollett off the hit TV series Empire. A big name like that wants to go and do this hellacious attack and say, oh, well, you know what? Since my letter that I wrote did not get much attention, we're going to see if this gets much attention. This has gotten him prison time. He can serve up to 1 to 3 years in prison. He has to pay $100,000 for bail. And, you know, he is obviously going to lose his job and lose his role as Jamal on Empire. Because, you know, Fox would not want all that, you know, baggage to be hovering over Empire. And, you know, you cannot blame them to have a person that would fake an attack. In my eyes, if Jussie wanted to do... If he wanted to stage something, why didn't he go to become a director? Why didn't he become a director for a movie or a TV show if he wanted to act out stuff like this? Because when you are a director, when you act out stuff like this, it will not cause you to have prison time and you won't have to pay a bail to set yourself free. That's the way I see it, and it's very and it's very. See, I'm getting all emotional now. It's very disheartening for the people of Chicago. I would hate to see them have to go through a real hate crime attack because their police department will be like, okay, you got to have proof. You got to have all this information now to clarify it as a hate crime. Because we have had one of our residents of the Chicago area claim that they did have a hate crime attack when it wasn't. He really messed his town up of Chicago. The town that Empire is where they stage Empire and stuff like that. So his community, and I would hate to see that my face, my name, spread it all over the news worldwide. This has been shown in countries such as Australia, United Kingdom. This is just not an American thing. It's a whole world thing. And to see your face on the news, to see your face, you have to turn yourself in. And to see that mugshot on the news just because of what you did. You're making it hard, Jussie. You made it hard on everybody to clarify from a hate crime. And that is sad. But guess what? I supported you all the way through the evidence. But guess what? That right there was a nonsense. That was a nonsense act. Because your attack that you planned caused a big uproar during the LGBT community, within the African American community. Because you saw social media posts about the support and the love that they have gave Jussie Smollett. You saw all that. I have even did a post in support of Jussie. And to come to find out, it was all a lie. It was all a hoax. It was all set up because of you paying them off. You contacted the brothers. You even told the brothers, hey, well, we're going to go around the town to find a good spot where we can do this act at. You even had them to put a noose around your neck. You even had them to yell MAGA country. Why? What is that going to solve? That is right there is causing a big uproar within the political standpoint, because MAGA country, make America great again. How would a person make somebody great again when they're doing this hellacious acts? That is not making nothing great. And right there, if it was a real attack and somebody said that, that would still be disappointing. I would find that very disheartening for a person to say that to a gay person or an African American and yell that while they're attacking them. Because I have love for the American people, not just for America, but for all the people. Because God created us as one. And a lot of people don't see that. And we should stand up for each other's rights, regardless of our race, regardless of our gender, our religion, or who we love. We should stand up for everybody's rights. And what Jussie Smollett did was a slap in the face of the African American community, and a slap in the face of the LGBT community. And not only just that, but the city of Chicago, that has been spending hours upon hours investigating the details, all the standpoints from this hate crime. And he even had the nerve to tell the police officer to turn his body camera off. So if you're in a bad condition and you want some people to help and you want to fill out this police report, you're not going to be worried about the body cam that's on the police officer. You're going to be worried about getting yourself to a safe environment, getting yourself back stable again. Yes, we understand that you got bruised, that you got all this, but you know what? You formed the own action. You formed the act of somebody to hate you. You formed the act of somebody to hit you and stuff like that. Nobody. We cannot blame nobody but Jussie Smollett. And you know, I'm a real supporter of Jussie and what he has done for Empire, for the LGBT community, for the African American community. But I'm not going to sit here and stand by a person that makes false allegations towards people because they want to act out scenes and you know all this kind of stuff. It's dumb. It really is, Jussie. What you owe, you don't just owe Chicago this. You owe the African American community. You owe the LGBT community. Illinois, Chicago, all of America. You deserve. I mean, we deserve an apology from you because of the acts of hate and violence that you acted out. Just because you wanted to get paid more. That's the dumbest things that I've ever heard. You want to act out such a hate crime that you want to make attention and get more pay. That doesn't even make sense, Jussie. I don't even know why you even said that to the police officers. Because once they read all the evidence in the courtroom today, it was like it's crazy how people orchestrate stuff and say, oh, well, you know, I want all the attention on me. That's not how it goes, Jussie. If you want to be an actor, you could have asked for commercials. You could ask for a lot of things within your production team to get you more opportunities to work, to create more money, instead of creating chaos like this. I am still a Jussie Smollett supporter for his films, for his music, but as a person, I am very disappointed in Jussie Smollett, and it's sad and heartbreaking to watch another LGBT because I'm a gay person. And it would hurt me to find out that I've been a victim of a hate crime, but I cannot tell my police officers or anybody without evidence or without proof, without this, without that, because of what you have caused. It's very disheartening, and I'm sure people of the African American community feel the same exact way. So what we all should learn from this: do not pretend this kind of mess. Do not go out and orchestrate and cause acts of violence to your own self and to do harm for yourself by putting yourself in a position of going to prison for 1 to 3 years or paying a large sum of money to get out. We should not have to result in that. We should have to result in equality, unity for everybody. And it takes more than one group of people to come together to get legislation passed for hate crimes. Let's love one another. Let's protect everybody. Let's protect our LGBT, our African Americans, our Muslims. It doesn't really matter because guess what? At the end, we're human and we're God's people. Regardless of who we love, our gender, it doesn't matter. We're all of God's people. And you know, I cried my eyes out because you know I did not want to say this is true. This is what's really happening. I did not want to say that. What I really want to say was, oh, well, you know, I hope they find the people that did this to Jussie because we should not have this kind of act in the year 2019. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for the notification when I upload my next video. I love you guys. Stay you. Stay strong. And never, ever let this act of hate or this act of horrendous come in your life. Let this be a lesson to everybody that wants to act out this kind of stuff. I love you. Stay strong. Thank you.